Welcome back to Factorio's Space Age. Making science. Lots of places. Up to 4.1 thousand of the about 18,000 we're going to need. So we still need to make much more here. In terms of things working, all seems to be working. Enough ice is getting past to be used here. I think we really could up the speed modules then. Just ones. How much more energy does that make? A little bit more? We could up it to 2s if we wanted to. That costs more resources also though. Let's get a machine placed down here that'll just make it for us. Speed things up here. We need like a lot of these. Need 16 more. Make some speed module 1s. Dump these in. Should be faster than handcrafting at least. Okay. If we wanted to make the speed module 2s, we would need advanced circuits and processing units and 4 speed modules each time. I think with the amount of resources we currently have going, just slapping in 8 speed module 1s is plenty. Well, that should be fine. I'm going to grab a few more circuits from the box here. Might need some more. Nice, we got some stone. These boxes up here doing decently. Everything's doing fine. Temperature's doing great. Climbing back up again. Staying well and truly above 500 here. Keeps the power going, which is good. Here's some more. The question is going to be if we have the power and ice to support all this. It's getting a little bit close there. Let's see if we can put in a few more of the turbines here. We have these ice melting section. Not really currently using. Let's remove all of that. And the stuff that'd be in the way here. And try to set this up. Just have some distance between it for the ice events. That's gonna be there. Let's get a few more in here. Get this nice and not frozen also. Here, here and here. Needs a bit more floor, needs a bit of concrete. All things we can accomplish. Here, here. We need this. We need pipes. Put these together. We need this to have power connection. We need these to not be frozen. Go. A pipe to connect here. And all these heat pipes are warm enough. It gives us all that power. That should help quite a bit here. The current things we're doing. Then we just need to see if we have the production to keep up with all this. We need 4 more here. This uses 5 each. If we put in more to the cryogenic plants here, we could do more just speed modules. I think trying to get any beacons going, get more power, full speed and everything to each of these, be more awkward with the need to have all the heat pipes everywhere. Speed. Okay. A few chunks of ice are still getting past here. So that's looking good. This is doing great. We've got a good supply of that for later. For right now. Just not making more and pumping it in here. Everything stuck. Bit of ice still here. Speed is even better here. Okay, we're still getting a bit of ice getting through. Could just again be a factor of the inserter. Each of these only needs 3 ice, so as long as it's going, it's going. It is going to have upped our power usage here. We also upped our power supply, so that's perfect. That should be great. Oxygen fine, crude oil, ammonia, fluorine, hot, brine. This one solar panel here is not doing anything. I'm gonna place down some more solar panels up here. We're kind of taking up more of the space that was being used by the solar panels. That's something. I also have these crude oil spots here. Preferably, those would be being used. If we want to try to put the pump jack here, we almost could. Get rid of these. Can we go around in some fashion? We'd still be able to hit in the middles there. I think that would be able to heat everything still. Just get these more evenly used up here. It's like a reasonable plan. We'll start by making the space around here work. I need concrete for just pretty much all of this. And here too. It's also not quite how this is going to work, because it needs to be hooked into there. Never mind. See if not warm enough. This heat pipe's not warm enough. That's a new heat pipe. This heat pipe's not warm enough. This is warming up the new heat pipes. It's like that. Kind of back down to here. Well, keep the power going. Definitely need that. If we want to get this available, we need to shift this whole thing a bit. Is it necessary? Not really. We got all these other crude oil spots, but it's irritating to have these here we can't use. I have a map. It's the only things under there. I mean, is that crude oil? That's also crude oil. Yeah. Hopefully it's fine. Oh, we're not even over there. Robots. Okay. I mean, are they even pumping too much of these? Productivity. Target's full. Working target full, working target full. I used a huge amount of crude oil. It's probably still fine. It's all working. It's all working. Making more. Okay. If we needed more crude oil. I mean, we still have all these ones over here. Technically, they eventually do get less productive. If we needed to get more from somewhere else, it'd be a problem. Some crude oil down there, crude oil down there. These are all quite far away. At that distance, I think we would definitely need some actual secondary heat making spots. The heat pipes, they go. This one's not going up too much further. 96 over here. Needs to be at least 30-ish or something, where it actually heats stuff. So, it's working. It's working. Yeah, it looks like the heat's doing fine. Still going up at these, which is also good. Okay. So yeah, that should be okay. Or something. We're getting still plenty of ice getting through here. So we could potentially up these more. Doesn't look like the lithium is being any of a problem. So all of this coming through the cooling. Yeah, I think we could increase the number of these going. Which means, of course, extending further down and everything, which is a slight problem. Just extend further past here. Be the easiest way of dealing with it. All this stuff, just move that out of the way. Having stuff below is always not ideal. Let's see here. Whole thing needs to be that wide. Get the heat pipes and heat pipes on this side and belts on that side. Expansion. And we'll put some concrete on that. There you go. And then see if all this is going to actually just work here. Get the heat pipeline on this side. The heat pipeline on this side. Get belts going this way. Underground to there. Need more cryogenic plants. This guy here can do more of these. Needs more lithium plates. Yoink. Yoink. Needs more processing units. Needs more fine concrete. Regular concrete. This is our available concrete reserves here. So, make of that what we will. Also need more iron sticks. There's some more. So these uses 8 to make 10. There's 1. This needs 40 refined concrete. It'll take a little bit to get this all hooked up here. Real question is, how many more cryogenic plants can we set up and still function here? Yeah, 1 more already. Always need more cryogenic plants for other things too, though, so. Should be great. So for another one. Huh. Some more iron sticks, perhaps. Make some more iron sticks. Yeah, ready to work for us here. Stock up. Everything needs to be in here. Keep making more concrete. Okay. So I'll keep going for at least a little bit here. There's a second one. So this is using these superconductors, which also only have so many of those. It's a good number though, so probably fine. Here is all these. More concrete. That. Place that. Okay. There'll be 3 more of these. So we're gonna need another 24 speed modules. We have 36 more. Under control on that front. Used up a whole bunch of stuff. Alright. We'll place these. They are right next to each other, so it's fine. I can give. Do we need space there? It went out like that. We'll give it space to work. Okay. So I just need to kind of copy this look here. Make a blueprint for it. Why not? Yeah, not like that. Let's grab that. Blueprint. Let's just get this here. Create that. Place that here. Robots will help. Right. Missing power for those, but that's good. Need to hook up the fluids here. This is both of those. So can both of them on that side? Not quite the same. It's not gonna quite reach here either. It's fine because we don't need these. No, not exactly like that. There's that. put heat pipe back here. Power pole here. And this needs to go underground there. Brilliant. This is already going back up this way. It already has all the bits in here too. That's great. Now it's working. Okay. Okay. These are all going. Everything's still coming through. The ice is still stacking up, so perhaps we can just do another one or something. And is this side hooked up to anything? Looks like no, not right now. Okay. Gonna move some ice out of the way. Again. Classic ice. Always being in the way. Unless we're using it all up. It's going away now. So we might be at the point where we are using it all up. More or less. The thing is, if it's all gone through, it becomes a problem, so. Power-wise, again, kind of getting close again. That's using up more of the heat. Temperature is 637. Okay. Let's hook up a little bit more power out here. Space. Concrete. Now that's a chunk in the middle. And gonna be a problem? Probably. Not quite like that. More power. Out here. Pipes. Heat. Heat. And underground pipes. Electricity. And it's heating up. These ones have stopped heating because they are expanding over here still. Now let's turn back on. Heat is dropping as it heats up the pipes over here, hopefully. More heat towers. Expand everything here. Yeah, boy. A little bit smaller here. Here's a heat tower. There's ice behind there. Or, not even ice, liquid. Heat tower, heat tower. Stuff. Fuel. Power. Frozen. Heat. Pipe. Okay. Heat that up. And that's looking like more power. I think that drop when we add in new ones, that's not ideal. It's going. It is warming. How's everything working? This is not full, so that's great. Keep using more and more of this. Crude oil, still doing fine. Full, working, full, working, full, working. We could really extend the crude oil a little bit here. It's still working, but it's only on the 2. We spread it out more evenly. Alternatively, we spread it out more evenly, it's all going to fail at the same time, and then we have other kinds of problems. Okay. Are these still necessary down here? How much power are you making? Because you're using up the fuel much less efficiently, I think. You're producing a tiny amount. I think we turn these off for now. See if that works in our favor. And if it doesn't, we can always put it back. Because using up more of the solid fuel here. Just coming out of here. Going. Got plenty of ammonia, so we just keep making the more solid fuel. That's okay. The ice is getting backed up. Okay, opposite of a good thing. Emergency time, emergency time. We need to get the ice out of the way. And boxes. And heat pipes. And power. Ice. Move. Get out of here. Output is full. Output is full of the Hans. The Hans are not connected here still. Okay. We're still fixing that. Collect these back. That's okay. Let's keep that heated. Alright. That's probably why the ice got filled. That's because of that. These are all still working then. Get through the ice jam there. Should be better. Okay. I was gonna keep having that not be a problem, which is great. Okay. In terms of the amount of ice we can produce here, we can only do a little bit more than this on the one side. If we want to produce more ice to produce more everything we're producing with the ice, we would need to change this to not have this system of putting the ice platforms on this side like that. That's working for what we're trying to work with here, so that's okay. These are all off. So it's also going to be using less water there. Water's just being boiled up in here. That's alright. That's at 550. Heating tower is at 673 and rising. Fantastic. Okay. And total power just shifted some of the steam engine power over into the steam turbines. We're still fine. 65 out of 93. That's when the cryogenic plants are on, and they are. 10-minute wise. Yeah. I said it's probably good. More efficient use of the solid fuel. Is the solid fuel catching up currently? Do we have enough? It's getting to here still. So, roughly. Where else is this going? It's going over to these guys, which we only use sometimes. So we got another 20,000 in this tank. Still a lot of things to be checking in on. Hundreds of ice is getting passed to here though, so we could increase production again, maybe. Got enough problems with that though, so we might not worry about it. In terms of production, where are we at now? Look at production, 10 minutes. It's up at about 105 per minute, 111, 103, 92 on average. Depends on how many of the guys are online. Here's the ice reduction. Crater. That's when we had too much ice. And it stopped making more. Down to 100 per minute. Where are they going? Working. Item ingredient shortage. Working. It's low on lithium plates now. Okay. That's a new one. We had this. We just had the surplus of lithium that was in the furnaces previously. And that was successfully accomplishing everything we needed to. Now it's not. Alright. Lithium production. I need to up you. We have space for another one here, it looks like. If we move some stuff around. Need another plant. We need more concrete. More concrete. Okay. Identified shortcomings here. One more might honestly be enough. Also, we can speed them up. It's also an option. Technically. Cryogenic plant. Right here. That's. Repeat this whole pattern here. We need to move the heat pipe over one. That'll work. Okay. Through here. It's just going over there, so it's fine. This is going to the middle of these. We're out of regular pipes. This here. Some concrete in this section. Pipe, 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 heat pipe, pipe. Okay, it's there. Pipe. Power. Middle. Here. Or something. Out. Heat. Heat. And then this is an ammonia connection that needs to still be made. Alright, that's connected. That's connected. This ammonia connection also needs to be connected. Heat pipes. These heat pipes. Okay. That's ammonia. That's lithium. It's getting put into here. This is going to be a 50% increase in lithium. Production. Let's drop to 58. Definitely needed at least that 50% more. See how that does for us. Working. Working. Item ingredient shortage. Lithium plates. And if there's less lithium plates to use, it uses more ice too. Okay. That also makes sense, doesn't it? This one's working. Contents. Item ingredient shortage. There's another one. And all these are going now. Doesn't seem to be a furnaces shortage by the looks of things. See if this is enough. Get a little bit to stabilize some more here. Yeah, increasing the furnace speed would not help. Let's increase these guys a little bit. You all working nicely? Doing your best? We're doing on holmium plates at this point. 2,000. So we've used like half of them so far. That's slightly concerning. We might need to send more holmium plates in order to make enough science here. We're up to 6.3 thousand now. Good. Working, waiting. This team got grabbed by that guy. This team got grabbed by that one. Definitely need a little bit more lithium happening. Any more of those speed modules? Not presently. Nice. Power-wise, also doing fine, but also we're using less because the cryogenic plants. It boosted back up again by a little bit. We got more lithium plates getting in there. Okay. So I'm gonna keep this here in case problems. The solid fuel is just about keeping up. Staying pretty consistent. Temperature is at 740. It's also pretty good. Keep things nice and heated. If it gets to the max here, it just keeps on using more fuel, which is unnecessary. Keep everything nice and toasty for here as it currently stands. Yeah. Still a little bit short. Okay. Here is... It's some more speed modules. Let's just increase one of these by a lot. And that's going to be producing 1.2 per second instead of 0.5. That's going to be another large boost to the lithium production. That might be enough. If we had put down the 8th cryogenic plant over here, that would have been using significantly more of the resources. A little bit of the ice is getting past here now. This is working. Waiting, working. You can see this here. Of course, if it gets past there, all these lithium plates are actually not going to do anything, obviously. Waiting. Now we have furnace capacity issues. Speed you up. If we increase that, it increase the amount of speed of everything else here too. 0.43, 0.43. In total. It's using some. Producing 1.29. It's like 2.29 lithium. This is making 0.9 plus 0.9, 1.8. So I can go faster. Let's give it, go. I know it's faster. Definitely no bottleneck on the belt side of things. We're getting close to the power again. Oh boy. Alright, let's set this up to succeed here. If we increase it one at a time, it's probably going to be less of a shock to the system. It's probably a safer strategy. Alright. We're going to increase this by a significant amount. If we had enough ice chunks. We'll have more. We're just not close enough to it. Got it. Okay. And concrete. There you go. Space for these. Space for these. Space for these. Heat exchangers. Heat exchangers. We can plug in all the water and all that. That's gonna be fine. And the heat pipes top first. This will also be fine. Power back for everybody. Okay. Heat. Great. These are quickly catching up. Let's expand. One more here. That immediately dropped the temperature of this. But now it's catching back up. Turn it back on. Amazing. Now this one's on too. It's further away from here. Uses more of the heat. 714. It's kind of dropping again. It's using more of the heat to power these, but it needs to. 550. 709. Still getting plenty of the sod fuel. It's going in about as quick as it can here. So, caught back up heating, now it's going back up. Okay. Put in another one. Immediately cuts the temperature. Temperature rises back up. Turns it back on again. Increase the temperature by a little bit more. Seems to mostly be working. I think we're still okay. Now it's rising back up again from 708. So up here is at 518. Plug another one in. Quickly drops the temperature in the closer ones. And then quickly rises back up. Well, quickly might be not quite the right word, but 490, 500 again. Turn these ones back on. Power production is a little wonky. Production going all over the place. So this still has enough steam, which is good. Water is at 15,000. Maybe aware of that. Let's plug in last one here. Do all sorts of temperature stuff. Water is working. These are all working. You see exact numbers here? Perhaps? Water in the tank is at 15,590 and dropping. Okay. We need more ice melters. I'm gonna hook that in. All these guys over here. Let's drop them down below. Refurbish this section as an ice melter section. So I don't think this is an efficient way to get power at this point. Of course, it's the one that actually works if we let the temperature drop, so should probably keep at least some of it somewhat functional. We only need a couple ice melters here. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, shall we? Done. Okay. And you were gonna be just regular boilers. Hooked up to the water here. Water pipe, which is frozen. Need more concrete again. Definitely reaching problematic levels of some of our productions here. Alright. Heat pipes. For the water pipes. Here, to there. Alright. Ice melters. The ice is right here. We can expand that. Grab that off. Fix that heat pipe there. There's ice. We need chemical plants. This. Here. There. Here. Underground again. Heat pipes. Power. Power. No, not power. Heat. There we go. And select. And melt ice. And heat is at 744. Power production is at less than it was before. Somehow. Lithium is full. Ice is getting through in a big way. These are all working. Clear out the... We just have ice buckets down here. Oh, you're outside of the range, huh? That's unfortunate. I'd like to actually be able to see what's in the boxes. And also be able to get to the boxes when necessary. Let's just give ourselves space for that. Roboport. Needs to be bigger. Roboport. Right here. Beautiful. Okay. How's all that looking now? Production. Electricity. It's jittering around. Cryogenic plants are jittering around how much they're using, somehow. I guess less of them are being used to make lithium all the time currently. So let's just go in as fast as I can. It's working. Working. Needs to be about enough. We're still working on filling all these up with lithium plates. So that's good. No? Was that I saw? Is that a lack of cold this? Yes, it is. That means this is not making enough. I'm just gonna speed that up with speed modules. Yeah. And now, so we can all the cold we can dream of, probably. I don't think we need faster making it more hot. It's only down to only 15k in here. Does that set this all back up to succeed? Working. Filling everything you could dream of. Ice getting past. Ooh. Here comes a selection of more ice. Pretty much using it all up at this point. There's also melting more. They can get the tank filled again, it will have less to melt, I suppose. In general, it seems to be working. Ammonia tank is not completely full, that's fine. We're making just about as much as this we can. Making just enough solid fuel to succeed at this. Which would be a problem when we turn these back on. Should probably at least get another couple solid fuel makers going. Would be a wise choice. Concrete. And chemical plants. It needs to be even further this way. Generally, all this doesn't need to be concrete, but still. And heat pipe. And heat pipe. And undergrounds. Exactly where they need to be. Regular pipes. Underground pipes. Don't actually quite work from this direction, so we need another layer of this. Heat pipes. Kind of gets it all from that side. Blockhead inserters. Power. And this. Working. It is going to use more of the crude oil and ammonia. Let's see if that keeps going. If we now make more ammonia, that also is going to make a little bit more ice here too. Which we're kind of already almost at output full situation. Right, that is stacking up. So once that stacks up, it's going to stop making as many because it's going to just be fine. Everything's probably fine. Yep. Now the output's full, and those turn off. And we're good. Ammonia storage. Up, down, down, down some more. Keeps going down. 20,600. 2,700. It's doing okay. All the different things we need to balance. Fluorine tank's full. This is at only half. Let's turn this back on, just to get that back up from being at half. Help that out a little bit. These guys all going. Only a little bit of ice is making it past. Something burst or something here. How's the water doing? 21,000. How's the heat doing? 773. Roughly stabilizing. How's the power doing? Acceptably. How's the production doing? 91. 103. 70. It's up to there. It's at about 107 per minute. Alright, so we've successfully, well, for the most part, gotten the supplies through here that are needed. It's a little bit short on ice here as it comes by, but I mean, like waves of ice. We still need more for here, so we can't just turn these off or anything. That's using up 2 more ice per second. Could technically increase science production by turning that off. We're having some kind of system that keeps enough ice at the end here and sends some of it down to get stored. Or something. You could have... Here's an idea. I have this box. Also put some ice back in here. There'll be another potential location for some ice to get back into this box. back into here. See, not quite. If we just have this box, then that'll work for here. That should always be on then. Because at least it's getting to this one frequently enough that it keeps working. For the most part. Range shortage. One comes back again. Interesting how it's always on and off with this. Big wave of ice gets past. And then not so much. This is whenever the ice takers are taken. They're all synchronized or something. Anyways, that is mostly working. We are producing 100 per minute. That's a lot better. Up to 8.2 thousand here. We have the separate box. Second bit. We need 2 boxes of this still. No, we don't. It's almost full though. Should make the second box here. Let's just, if we just extend this some more. That'll be fine. Except for the... No. The heat pipes. Yeah. Box. Second everything. This is all underground. Heat pipe into here somewhere. Let's move this rubber port over one or something. Probably the easiest way to deal with this. Rubber port here. And then this in. Heat pipes. Power poles. Okay. So now basically, when these 2 boxes are full, we're pretty much good. I do worry that once this whole system is finished doing stuff, it's going to be a problem to turn it back on. Because once the science is finished, it would back up, and then stop using the ice, and the boxes would be filled, and... working while we're here. I fear it's going to be another very much hands-on system. Do some potentially complicated things to make sure it actually continues working automated. But for now, everything seems to be mostly good. The ammonia's at 13,000. Still going down. 800, 850, 870. 13,900. This one's going up. Yeah. Again, when things are full, it's a problem too, but we're making enough solid fuel for both the things. They're all working. Everything seems to be doing okay. Well enough to get everything off the ground here. To go do science. There's only 1 in here. Yeah, when this fills up, it's gonna be full. That'll be fine. Okay. So yeah, we were getting through some of the resources here. Like concrete and the chromium plates might also be almost gone entirely. So we kind of do need to get more over here. And also probably stuff to actually launch all these rockets. Because we have this much launch supplies. We need to do like 19 launches or something. How much science can we send per launch? 1,000. Yep. 18 science launches, and then us, since we're gonna probably want to go babysit Gleba. So yeah, we need to get more supplies sent in here. And we need more chromium plates, probably, to make more science. Just fill that all up. It's definitely going through it, making this lithium. My goodness. Man. We'll pack up some more stuff. Try to get back out here. Next time. Goodbye.